Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at why US military planes are named A-10, B-52, F-22, and what it really means. You probably already have an idea, but let me take you through the full explanation. So sit back and relax and let's get into today's video. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome to the best place for entertaining and educational content about global militaries, weapons, and technology. We keep things fun, lighthearted, and most importantly free. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our awesome videos. Also, if you would like to see your name at the end of one of our videos, then go ahead and hit the thanks button. And without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Have you ever wondered what the A in A-10 stands for? Well, let's start at the beginning with the letter A. A stands for attack. These aircraft strike ground targets with high precision. They're the muscle of the Air Force, providing close air support to friendly ground troops. But they're not just guns-blazing machines. They also carry guided missiles for a more surgical approach when needed. Some famous examples include the A-10 Thunderbolt, better known as the Warthog, and the AC-130 Ghost Rider, a heavily armed C-130 transport plane. The next letter, B, stands for multi-role. These planes can perform multiple roles such as reconnaissance, attack, and even air superiority missions. The F/A-18 Hornet and Super Hornet are great examples of multi-role fighters. Next up, we have B, which stands for bomber. This class of aircraft is designed to carry large payloads of bombs over long distances. They're the heavy lifters of the Air Force and play a crucial role in strategic bombing missions. For instance, the B-52 Stratofortress has been in service since the 1950s and is still going strong. Next, we have the letter C, which stands for cargo. These are your transport aircraft responsible for moving troops and equipment around. They come in various sizes from small planes like the C-12 to larger aircraft like the C-17 Globemaster and the massive C-5 Galaxy. These planes are the workhorses of the Air Force, ensuring that troops and supplies reach their destinations quickly and efficiently. Let's move on to the letter D, which stands for defense. These aircraft are designed for air defense, intercepting and shooting down enemy planes. However, in modern times, this role is mostly handled by integrated air defense systems on the ground and some fighter jets. Next up, we have E, which stands for electronic. These aircraft are often used for electronic warfare, jamming enemy communications and radars. They can also be used for intelligence gathering, and some, like the E-3 Sentry, serve as airborne early warning and control aircraft, providing an aerial view of the battlefield to help coordinate air and ground operations. Next, we have the letter F, which stands for fighter. These are the dogfighters of the sky, designed for air-to-air combat. Fighters are usually smaller and more maneuverable than bombers, and come equipped with powerful guns and missiles for taking down enemy aircraft. Examples of fighters include the legendary F-15 Eagle and the stealthy F-22 Raptor. Let's move on to the letter G, which stands for gunship. These are helicopters or other aircraft equipped with powerful guns for providing close air support to ground troops. An example of a gunship is the AH-64 Apache, a reliable workhorse of the Army's aviation arsenal. Next up, we have H, which stands for helicopter. This category includes various types of helicopters, from small single-rotor aircraft to large heavy-lift helicopters like the CH-47 Chinook. Helicopters provide crucial air support to ground troops, allowing for quick troop movement and resupply runs in difficult terrain. Next we have J, which stands for JTAC stands for Joint Tactical Air Controller, and these aircraft are used to control and direct air support in a tactical situation. Often these are specialized crews in ground support and close air support missions. Alright, let's continue with K. K stands for tanker, an aircraft designed to carry and deliver fuel to other aircraft in mid-flight. This is especially important during long-range missions where aerial refueling is needed to keep planes in the air. For example, the KC-1035 Stratotanker is used by the Air Force to refuel various types of aircraft. Moving on to the letter L, which stands for liaison. These aircraft are used to transport personnel between two locations. They often have a mix of passenger and cargo capacity for flexibility. An example of a liaison aircraft is the Pilatus PC-12NG. Next up, we have M, which stands for multi-role, similar to the B designation. These aircraft are versatile and can perform multiple roles such as ground attack, reconnaissance, and air-to-air combat. For example, the F-15E Strike Eagle is a multi-role fighter designed for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. Moving on to the letter N, which stands for navigator. These aircraft are primarily used for navigation, training, and are often equipped with specialized equipment to help pilots learn how to navigate in different environments. Next, we have O, which stands for observation. These aircraft are used for surveillance and reconnaissance missions, often providing an aerial view to spot and identify targets. Finally, we have P, which stands for patrol. These are usually maritime aircraft designed for long-range patrol and surveillance missions, often equipped to detect and track ships and submarines. A notable example is the P-3 Orion. Now you might be wondering, what about the higher numbers like 10, 52, 111? Well, the numbers after the letter actually give us more information about the aircraft. Let's break this down. The numbers generally represent a sequence of development within a class of aircraft. So before bomber and then 52 means this is the 52nd bomber design. For example, the B-52 Stratofortress is the 52nd bomber design. But wait, there are also letters after the numbers like C or D. These letters denote different versions or variants of the aircraft. For instance, the A-10C is the latest version of the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Now let's take a look at this. A-10C. Can you tell me what each letter and number stands for? Well, let's break it down. A 10 stands for attack, 10th model. Now C means it's the third iteration or variant of this attack aircraft. So, put together, the A-10C represents an attack aircraft, the 10th design, and the third variant of that design. But did you know that the numbers aren't always sequential? For instance, there is no A-13 or B-13 because of bad luck associated with the number 13. Superstition played a part in the naming, too. Let's look at the F-22 Raptor. Can you tell me what each letter and number means? Well, let's break it down. F stands for fighter, 22nd model, so the F-22 is the 22nd fighter design. However, it is important to note that the numbers don't necessarily indicate the order in which the planes were developed. It's more of a way to categorize and distinguish between different types of aircraft. So in a nutshell, these markings are like a secret code giving us insight into the role and evolution of each aircraft. From the mighty B-52 Stratofortress to the stealthy F-22 Raptor, understanding these markings helps us appreciate the purpose and history of these incredible machines. Now, before we wrap up today's video, let's put your knowledge to the test with a quick quiz. What do you think the designation YEH-60B stands for? Go ahead and put your answer into the comment section below. Speaking of that, why not stick around until the next video? And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in, and see you soon.